Hello and welcome to Đồng Nai Radio and Television Station. On February the 23rd, the Ministry of Culture, Sport and Tourism coordinated with the People's Committee of Quảng Nam Province to announce the National Tourism Year with the expectation of tourism activities under the new normal conditions. National Tourism Year 2022 with the theme Quảng Nam, a green tourism destination, had been officially kicked off. This year, Quảng Nam's tourism industry is expected to promote its role in linking and creating a driving force for tourism development in the central region and the whole country. Throughout the year, nearly 200 large-scale events will be held. Quảng Nam is also the first province in the country to promulgate a set of green tourism criteria and has received a very good response from the business community and residential community. In the National Tourism Year, Quảng Nam Province aims to welcome over 4 million visitors, including 2 million international visitors. The opening ceremony of the National Tourism Year 2022 will be held in Hội An on March 25th, as a part of the program that Vietnam will fully reopen tourism activities from March 15th. On February the 23rd, State President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc received Mr. John Kerry, Special Envoy of the U.S. President on Climate Change. At the meeting, State President affirmed his support for ideas on strengthening cooperation between two countries, especially in the field of energy conversion. The President emphasized that the last Paris Conference on Climate Change of the United Nations, COP26, Vietnam pledged to bring net emissions to zero by 2050. In the context of a developing country, Vietnam hopes the U.S. will help Vietnam fulfill its commitments. This help is not only financial but also technological. Special Envoy John Kerry affirmed that the U.S. sincerely wants to have Vietnam develop a plan and take the lead in the faster energy transition, as well as support Vietnam's development based on three pillars: society, economy, and environment. Cooperation to respond to climate change is a concrete action for Vietnam and the United States to elevate bilateral relations. Starting from February the 25th, the Police Department for Administrative Management of Social Orders, Ministry of Public Security, will begin to issue digital identification accounts to citizens through channel of granting changing and identification card nationwide. With a digital identification account, citizens, when performing public services, will fill in registration forms themselves without having to fill in the forms many times. This will save a lot of time and cost for declaration forms and reduce many procedural steps that need to be resolved. Citizens can also provide and share their information with the third parties through QR code scanning or other technical solutions when the system as a third party are eligible to connect to the digital identification system. Electronic ID accounts can replace physical IDs and many other types of documents. On February the 23rd, the Kremlin stated that the leaders of Donetsk and Luhansk had asked Russian President Vladimir Putin to help them in repelling aggression from the Ukrainian military. Donetsk leader Denis Pushilin said on the same day that the Ukrainian government should give up and withdraw weapons from the independent territories recently recognized by Russia. The U.S. is now increasing its warning about the possibility that Moscow will launch a military attack on Ukraine. Meanwhile, through satellite images, the U.S. company Maxar Technologies has shown military in western Russia, many of which has taken place only about 16 kilometers from the Ukrainian border. Dozens of Korean citizens living and working in the U.S., including the Korean ambassador to Washington, Mr. Lee Song-hook, on February the 23rd started voting to elect a president for South Korea. According to South Korea's election agency, there are about 226,000 Korean voters abroad registered to vote in this presidential election at 219 polling stations in 115 countries. In the U.S., Ambassador Lee Hoo-suk said that there are about 880,000 Korean people who are eligible to vote, but only 53,000 had registered to vote. That's all we have for today. Thanks for watching and see you next time on Dong Nai Radio and Television Station.